All right, we are back live. Okay,
All right.
can you hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear.
I sound like the revising person. I don't hear the delay.
Okay, that's wonderful. Let's do a mic check.
All right, let's try this again. All right, hold on. We have to go back. We have to go back to the effects. All right.
Can I get a drum roll, please?
All right, hold on. I'm gonna give you a drum roll. I'm about to do a drum roll, and I'm trying to figure this out on the spot.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
okay.
let's. My mic sounds nice. Check one.
My mic sounds nice. Check two.
My mic sounds nice. Check three. Are
Are we
we ready?
ready?
Okay. This is crazy, you know. It's like the tech gods are just out for us. Okay. What is up with that? I go on other people's podcasts and I don't have these issues. Well, okay, necessarily I couldn't say we don't have issues, but I don't necessarily have this particular issue, you
Yes.
know? Yeah, yeah. But yeah, we are here and and we're gonna go with it. So as I was saying, thank you so much for the comments last week and for the support last week. We were sounding like uh, robotic, robotic transformers, and then
Yep.
it appears that today we've got this like delay thing going on. So, wait a minute.
I see people join the video. Now,
Wait,
what in the world is going on here?
okay, wait a minute.
I guess they want to hear what we got to say.
Okay, no, 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 no. That is not. That is not.
Do you see? Do you see what I see?
Yes, I see that.
Okay, we're not going here today. We're gonna stick on topic here.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Who are
Hey,
these
what's up?
people? Oh, hi. How are
How you
you?
doing? Not too bad.
Hold up.
Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah. We have people that are joining joining this
Classic
podcast. So
Gamer Podcast.
yeah. Sorry. This is not what we're trying to do here. Mm, yeah. We just yeah.
All
So
right,
yeah.
one down, one to go. Okay, there we
Yeah.
go.
Okay. That's just not what what.
We keep it classy. Sorry.
But you know what? I know what's happened. I know exactly what has happened. All right, and I'm gonna take care of that right now.
Okay.
All right. You want to just go ahead on and because I know what's
Okay.
happened. Yeah, you
Okay.
can go ahead and
All
update
right.
everybody. Well, I take care of that right now.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and we talked about PAX East last week, and that will be April 22nd through the 24th of this year. I know MamaCita had someone ask about what PAX East was, and oh my goodness, it is a big room. Just to keep it
Yes. Yes.
with
It,
lots of game
yes.
consoles, different kinds of games. Sometimes they're games that haven't been revealed just yet. So you get the sneak peek of what games are coming up. You get to play current games and you just have fun. I know sometimes they have musicians there and concerts there where people playing music and stuff. So
Yeah.
it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. This will be my first time actually going,
Yes.
and I wish there was one for the South so
Well,
that
there
you don't
actually
have
is.
to
Well,
stop playing.
there is one for the South, but it's not our South. It's not VA
Oh,
South.
see,
Okay,
no.
so
Mm-mm.
we are participating in the PAX East, and Boston isn't too far from us. It's not too. I, mean, I guess you're thinking deeper south, perhaps, but
Yeah.
they do have a PAX South. Yes, yes, they do.
Okay.
Okay, you know what this is going to be so funny, okay?
What?
Because you know what I did, right?
What?
Okay, I tweeted out the link
Uh-huh.
to join the podcast instead of view the podcast.
Oh no. That's
So,
what people doing it.
yes. And I
Okay.
deleted the tweet. It's been deleted.
Okay. She didn't mean it,
Okay.
y'all. She didn't mean it. It was just for y'all to
Yes.
listen. Just
Yes.
listen. Don't click on the link to join the podcast. But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna get this together. We're gonna get this together.
My gosh, this is so funny. Can we please make it through this tonight?
We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through
Okay,
this.
video games live. And I think on the last time we touched on that just a bit, but I'm really excited about that. But like I said, we are getting snow. There's supposed to be this huge snow this weekend, so I'm not quite sure if I will actually be able to experience that. And videos game live, apparently, like it's this award-winning, like immersive concert event where it features like music from the popular video games, and they have these stunning visual effects,
Mm.
stunning visual effects that are synchronized with the music. So it's supposed to be like state of the art lighting and stage show production, and they're also going to have a costume
Oh
contest.
wow.
So
For people that
yeah,
come dressed like characters in games or like that.
yes,
Oh, that's
yes,
sweet.
yes.
I'm gonna let you on in on a little secret. I
Okay,
don't know if I told you this before. I may have. Oh, you may have
okay,
seen it.
all right,
But when I had, actually, I still have my Super Nintendo, okay, with the Donkey Kong games. I will tell you that.
okay, okay.
I have the CD for Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, so I used to put it in my CD player and just play the music and listen to the instrumental of Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, okay.
Now,
All right, that's
that
really
type of
neat.
game may not be as good as something like a symphony would play, but I get the concept of liking the soundtracks to video games.
It just came across my mind though, and I've got to say this. The fellas that came in and joined our podcast.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay, I wonder if these guys were actually watching it. Okay, or perhaps they were trying to listen. They were trying to listen to it, and then they realized that they're
Their
actually a
face
part
was
of.
actually showing on the podcast.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I think we're past that. And thank you so much, Mike, because Mike from Next Level Gaming has been tweeting me, delete that link.
Oh, is that
Delete
why I
that
saw
link.
him show up on there?
Yes, that's why he showed up. Oh my
Thanks,
gosh.
Mike.
Yes, thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Anyway, Capcom's Resident Evil Zero, the the remaster released today. So I was kind of looking at some of the reviews, and it seemed to be mixed about it, but I'm sure folk that weren't able to play it when it was initially released, folk are actually have that ability now. So that's pretty cool. And EA Access is free until January the 24th to Xbox Live Gold members. Uh-oh. That sounds so familiar. But yeah, that's a really cool. I think that's a cool program.
Yeah.
It's a subscription service. It's right now and it's only on the Xbox One, but I think it's $4.99 a month or $29.99 a year.
Yeah.
And you get access to games early, and also I think you receive 10% off of new game releases, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So what's next? Xbox One. There's an update incoming for preview program members, and it's actually rolling out today. rolling out today. And of course, you know what that means. Everybody won't be receiving it today, but it's a rollout process. And Windows PC owners and the Xbox Beta app, the updates will be rolling out to everyone within the week. So that's pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, pretty good. Now, you like that clap button, don't you? Don't you?
Pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like it.
I mean,
Especially for those exciting things like that.
did you just discover it and just like, okay, I'm going to start hitting this button now?
Yeah, because those things are exciting.
Okay, but let's talk about what's in the Xbox One preview update, just briefly. All right.
Okay.
See who's in a party, and that's a feature that's coming back. Now, I understand that was on the 360. I saw someone say it was on the Xbox One prior to the Windows 10 or this last, the new dashboard update, but I'm not too sure about that. But whatever the case, the ability to see people in a party prior to joining it is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad that's back. Gamer score leaderboard, that's coming back. And I did like that in the previous dashboard. They removed it, and apparently they're about to bring that back. Updating the activity feed on the Xbox One. I guess this is where you're in your activity feed, and this is for preview members now, at least initially. Apparently, they're going to inform you when there's new items in your feed. So, I guess we'll take that. Rearranging pins on the home screen and accessing them offline.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Joinable Twitch broadcasts. They're going to make it easier to watch your friends' game broadcasts now. So I'm sure plenty folk that broadcast are going to love that. And there are improvements to suggested friends, and then being able to hide your games in the ready to install list. And that was a feature that was on there prior to as well, prior to the Windows 10. That was omitted or deleted, I should say. The Avatar store. There's an overhaul. Now, I already have it. I've been in the preview program. I don't know if they released it to some people earlier or what, but I do have the new Avatar store. The current store is pretty much a web-based wrapper. It just takes you to the link to the web, and it's really it sucks. That's the bottom line. So now we'll have a true
integrated
store Avatar. Yes, integrated, and the Windows 10 PCs and phones are going to receive that update as well. So we'll be able to access all our categories and all the good stuff that we want without having to go into the browser. And apparently there's a compact mode for the Xbox app.
Oh.
And yeah, compact mode. And with this update, they're saying they've moved functions to a compact mode, so that will help you be able to quickly switch between your friends' view, your party messages, and activity alerts. And then Xbox News, they're adding, there's going to be some type of one-stop source for all the latest information that's going to show up in your activity feed.
Oh, okay.
And improvements to the trending area, as well as suggested friends. So that's pretty cool, neat update. Can't wait for that, and we can't wait for more too. So bring it on. And let's talk about what's happening with Sony. Sony is awarding gamers with a month extension to PlayStation Plus for the PSN outages. I don't know if you were aware, a few weeks ago there was an outage, so they're going to award everybody PlayStation Plus 1 month extension. Great.
Well, that's good.
Yes, awesome. I think so. And World of Tanks launches on the PS4, and it's going to have more than 130 tanks and a dozen of maps to download. So I think that's pretty good. I haven't played a lot of World of Tanks. I've messed around with it just a little, but my PlayStation or PS4 fans, you'll have your opportunity to play that. So enjoy, Nintendo.
Here we go.
Well, apparently somebody has been able to recreate Legend of Zelda's Temple of Time in the Unreal Engine 4.
I gotta see this.
Now, KandiLand, I saw it. There was a YouTube link, and I saw it earlier, but I don't know. Nintendo may come after this person, and they can do their cease and they like to kind of crack things down when it
Yeah.
comes to their content. So that cease and desist just might
Oh,
just
you
might
think so?
yeah, I'm quite sure it will at some point.
Well,
you
shoot,
know
maybe they should get on board and bring them along and say, okay, let's go ahead with this as long as it's just on Nintendo. If it's that good.
I don't know. They're kind of with their content, they're
Oh,
kind of
okay.
tight on that. That's why I'm not saying who it was. I'm just saying I saw it. If you want to search YouTube and see it, it did look pretty awesome because they had the N64 version along with that Unreal Engine 4, and it looked crazy good. It really did. It really did.
I'm looking at the graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. And Metal Gear Solid Online apparently is available on the PC.
Oh,
Good news.
great news. I gotta
Mhm.
see this.
You go with that. There you go with that.
I'm sure all those PC gamers are enjoying what they just heard.
Can we go with maybe a drum roll or something? Or let's see.
Okay,
We can,
okay.
oh, oh. See you later. Yeah, I'm sorry. I said Metal Gear Online PC. It's left beta and it has officially launched on the PC. So that's some PC news. I mean, make somebody happy.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. Last week, I failed to mention Tales from the McLarens.
Oh
Tales from the McLarens. Yes, I failed to mention it when I was talking about what we're going to do with Classic Gamer Gals. And Tales from the McLarens is an unscripted skit, and it addresses some of the stereotypical views that non-gaming women may have towards their man, and it also, though, exposes the console wars and all its ridiculousness in a funny manner. And I hope we will make some extreme fanboys see themselves, have a good laugh, and cease the silliness. That's pretty much what we want to do with that. So if you haven't checked it out, there's episode 1, 2, and 3. And when I say it's unscripted, we are just speaking off the cuff.
please.
Someone asked if if it was scripted. They thought it was scripted. We had initially planned it to be, but then as we proceeded with it, we just started doing it just kind of just off the cuff. Whatever came to mind is kind of what we said. So I would say to you, go check it out and then leave
Please
comments.
go
Yes,
check
and
it
tell us what you think. All right, KandiLand.
out. All right.
Let's just go straight into our hot topic for the night.
Okay.
Are you ready, girlfriend?
I'm ready.
Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay, well, let me first say this. We don't claim to be relationship experts.
Not at all.
No, we're not. We're gaming women, and we were supposed to have Masherelle and MC Shells with us tonight, but unfortunately there were some issues and they weren't able to join us tonight. But they did say they will be with us next week. They did say that, KandiLand. So we're expecting 2 more ladies with us next week for real.
Yes.
Okay. But as I was saying, we're just gaming women, and we think that we can help bridge that gap between a non-gaming wife or girlfriend and help her understand why her teddy bear chooses gaming as a hobby. That's all we want to do, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's do this. Last week, we discussed how to keep her happy when your favorite game comes out, fellas. we kind of gave you some tips. We suggested that you pause the game every now and then and give her some attention. You might want to say, but dag, boo, your butt look good in that dress. Or Pookum Locums, are you losing some weight? You know, you know what I'm talking about, girl. You know
Yes.
exactly what I'm talking about. And the thing is, though, when you do that, it has to be real. And it
Yes.
has to be real. It can't be fake. Don't just say it and have no meaning in it. You have to zone in on that target area and make direct eye contact with it, whatever you're complimenting her about, so that she knows you're feeling it when you say it.
You
Am I
gotta mean
right?
it.
Am I right?
Yes, you're right. You gotta mean it.
Yes. And we also suggested that you feed her and the fam. Don't let her cook. Don't let her do any of the cooking. If you know that a game is coming out, feed her, take care of her, do whatever around the house. Give her attention and take her out on dates. Plan vacations or mini vacations as the budget allows. But please, whatever you do, fellas,
Whatever you do.
don't rely on open world games to satisfy your traveling desires and not
Please
take her on a vacation.
don't.
Look, fantasy islands are great, but reality islands are even better.
Most
Are
definitely.
even better. Okay. Now, like I said, as the budget allows, you take her on vacations, weekend getaways, or staycations. All
Oh
right.
yes. Those can
Yes.
be good too.
All right. So let's go. Our next topics. And this is a series. We're doing a relationship series. We're talking about women in gaming. And this is our relationship series. So we'll probably have about 5 or 6 of these where we're just talking relationships and then we'll move on to a different topic. All right. Number one, this is one of the issues that a woman has told us that bothers her about her gaming husband or boyfriend. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are they
Okay.
ready?
Okay. He won't wash his gluteus maximus.
Something is wrong with that. You
Okay.
have got to get up off that couch, that rocking chair, whatever you sitting in. You cannot be not smelling good. You cannot do that. This is
Uh,
just a small tip. You gotta wash.
yes. You know, I, someone just told me the other day that their husband would game and he would he would go at least a week without her seeing him bathe.
Oh
And
no.
and I said to her, is it possible that he washed up in the sink and you just didn't see it? I'm sure he had brushed his teeth.
I'm sorry.
I have to believe at some point
He
this
had to get
man,
up and go to the bathroom at some point.
yeah.
Please
And
don't tell me this man wearing diapers.
well, when he went to the bathroom, okay, that would have made it obvious that something was smelly and
Yeah.
he needed to do something about it. So it's just I don't know. It's just it's really hard to believe that someone would go an entire week
And now wash.
or bathe.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and we've heard this. We've heard this a few times. So, fellas, fellas,
Are you
you
listening?
you gotta wash. You
Please.
know, yeah, the game isn't going anywhere. Look, I understand though, getting so involved in the game and you become so immersive.
Yes.
I have, and I have gone, got a couple of days where I'm gaming, I'm in gaming mode, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not thinking about other things. But for the life of me, I don't ever recall a time where I opted not to wash body parts.
Yes.
So we have to do that. We do.
Please, please, please.
Okay. All right. You want to take on the next one?
Okay. So he won't teach me how to play so I can play with him.
And she's talking about video games.
She wants to learn how to play. Why you not teaching her how to play? Please teach the lady how to play.
Yeah. And this particular woman really felt like she wanted to game with her husband.
Right.
She wanted to learn how to game. I mean, she said she used to game years ago, back in the day, but just like myself, there was just a time of a period of separation. And I've said it before that the games just didn't grow up with you. When I was in high school, games, they just didn't grow up with you. There was once I reached a certain point with gaming, there was no more interest for me. So I lost attention, for it. But
Right.
in her case, this woman wanted to game with her husband. She wanted to participate. And then there were times where, they would game together or do certain things. But then I guess he would kind of get irritated that she wasn't catching on as fast or,
Mm-hmm.
she wasn't learning as fast. And then he just wanted to game. And so then she would feel like, well, darn, I guess I'll just go do something else. So I
Oh,
think that if I had to take a poll, that most guys would love to have a gaming woman.
yeah. I think so. I think I can probably attest to that. I can remember being in high school and with my boyfriend at the time and playing games with him, and I even actually got him to teach me how to play a game, and I ended up playing the game more than he did, so it went from one
Mhm.
extreme to the other.
Okay. Yeah, I think most guys would enjoy that. I mean, we hear that though. We hear guys say, "I wish my wife would game." And what games could I introduce her to that would get her involved in gaming? And one of the suggestions that I have is
Mhm.
if your wife is into movies, if she's into TV shows, then
Mhm.
find a game that mimics that.
Most definitely. I know one. Game of Thrones. Everybody loves Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Everybody
Walking
loves Game of
Dead.
Thrones.
The Walking
Walking
Dead.
Dead.
If she likes The
Yes.
Walking Dead, then introduce her to Telltale's Walking Game and
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. Thrones, I think those are great, maybe, doorway or entryway into
Mhm.
gaming. And I think they're simple enough if she's never gamed. It's
Right.
probably simple enough for her to pick up on. I mean, I thought about that myself with some of my friends,
Yeah.
doing the same thing. And actually, I've made those recommendations to people and women that I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, that's a that's a good, I think a good suggestion. Next, honestly, and this is from my women friends. Honestly, he just needs to grow up. Video games are for kids. Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm feeling some type of way about that.
Me too.
Well, one of the reasons that I'm feeling some type of way about it is because I used to believe that myself.
Oh yeah.
I did. I had that. I
Oh
had
wow.
that thought process. I thought gaming, video games, I in my mind it was Mario or
Yeah.
Sonic or Donkey Kong. When you mentioned games to me, that's what I pictured.
Yeah.
I didn't picture Skyrim,
Oh
Dragon Age. I
yeah.
didn't picture, Infamous. These games didn't come to my mind. It wasn't even a thought for me. But I would say to any woman that feels like video games are for kids, I would challenge you to just try any of the current uh, genres of games. And there are games that are geared towards children. I mean, we can agree
Yeah.
with that.
That's just like the new adult coloring books. When you think of coloring, you think of, oh, that's for kids. But not now. They have coloring books for adults, and there are plenty of them doing it.
Hmm. I know. I know. And you're right about that. But when I mean, if she feels that it's he needs to grow up,
Uh-huh.
she sees it as being immature. That
Right, right.
okay, so I mean, how do you change that mindset? If a husband's wife or young man's lady girlfriend views that as immaturity, in my mind I'm thinking, he's gonna feel like, I think that's kind of, it's almost insulting.
Right, right.
I mean, it's
Especially if he's done all of the stuff that he has to do around the house. Nothing is lacking, nothing is, undone, and he's taken his time to play the games to unwind, or play the games to take
Mhm.
his mind, somewhere else, and everything is done. Then what's the problem with it? That's not him being immature. That's actually him being mature and actually using his time management skills. A immature
Mhm.
person doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, but I'm just trying to, if that comment is made, and think about it. I mean, we're women, but think
mhm.
about it, if you're a man, and
Mhm.
men can sometimes have egos,
Yeah.
and just think about how the pride, and how
Yeah.
that can make him feel if he's being told your video gaming it's immature, or it's for children, and knowing that your wife or your girlfriend views it that way, how is that supposed to make you feel as a man?
Right.
And and I have to say to you, my lady, gals, it is not for children. This is not for kids, and this isn't uh, an immaturity trait that he has. Video
Right.
games are geared and marketed more so to adults now. Check
Yeah.
that video game case, and it has an M on it for mature.
Right.
Okay, most of them do, and some will be for everyone, and then teen. We know, but those that are marked mature, and my gals, when you go into GameStop or you buy games for your children, and if you're saying they're just for kids, I suggest that you go look around now and see if you've purchased video games that are marked with an M, because those aren't for kids. They're
Right.
for adults. Yes.
Right.
Yes. All right. What's next? He needs a new hobby. Video gaming isn't a hobby. It's being lazy. It's unproductive.
Mm-mm. I
Uh-oh.
can't agree with that. I gotta do this.
Okay. She
It
has
is
discovered the
not.
special effects. Sound effects.
It is not being lazy. It is not one bit. I mean, playing a game is not something you could just sit there. It's not just you just sitting there and pushing buttons. A lot of these
Um,
games you have to use your mind. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
To
Critical
think
thinking
about, yes,
skills.
your critical thinking skills. Yes. It's a lot to gaming. It's not just pressing buttons.
But but would you say that video gaming is a hobby?
um, Me personally, I wouldn't say it's a hobby. Um, I wouldn't say it's a hobby. It's just something. Well, I guess it's just something I like to do. Most of the time, that is a
Yeah,
hobby.
that's kind of the definition of a hobby,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Look, I was trying to
But I'm
get
gonna
out
look
of
it up.
saying it, but it keeps coming back to that same thing, and so I guess it is. And if it is a hobby, I mean, is that a bad thing?
Uh, no,
Okay, okay, okay. Do you think
no.
that's what she thinks?
Yeah, she does think it's a bad thing. I mean, she went on to say, let's see, she said he needs a new hobby. Video gaming isn't a hobby, it's being lazy. It's
Hmm.
unproductive.
It sounds like it got some extra going on in there.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I looked up hobby just so that
Mhm.
we're clear on the definition.
Okay.
And a hobby is an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure.
Yeah, that's a hobby.
Uh, that's a hobby.
And I don't see anything. I don't see anything wrong with it, as long as your stuff is getting done around the house, whatever you're supposed to do. I mean, I think that's good. Like I had posted a poll, asking people, male and females,
Hmm.
what types of issues do you run into being a gamer? And that was kind of one of the things, is that she has a little bit of resentment when she wakes up in the morning and is like, okay, things around the house aren't done, because he took the little bit of time that he had, once the kids asleep or whatever, to play a
Okay.
game
Uh-huh.
instead
Uh-huh.
of doing his actual, house chores, I guess you would say, or whatever. But I mean, it can still be a hobby, but you got to do what you promised you were going to do. You got to do that first. So if okay, the kids getting ready to go down, they getting ready to be put down or
Mhm.
whatever, then go wash them dishes real quick. Go dump that trash real quick. It only take you what, 20 minutes, especially if you going to sit down and play the game for about 2 hours.
Mhm. Well, and 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 I am in total agreement that we should take care of our household duties and responsibilities and all of that. And I would think that
Mhm.
most people do. Most people do, but some women, I think, regardless of what he does,
Mhm.
regardless of how he does it, just their views on video gaming. I mean, he could work 50 hours a week.
Mhm.
He could be the chef of the house. He could
Yeah.
provide all that he has to for his family. But some women are just going to always view video gaming as a kid thing, or it's immature.
I
And
guess
I
they
think,
just gotta try it.
well, yeah, would would but should you have to actually try gaming to view gaming differently?
For some people, yes.
Hmm.
Some people they
Yeah.
gotta they I guess some of these people probably are more so the I see it before I believe it type thing.
Hmm.
You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And then but then you probably run into those people that end up sneaking and playing the game when he not there because they don't want to tell him he was right.
Where I mentioned last week how I would hide the controller when friends would come over.
Yeah.
I would slide the controller down, or I would pretend that I was watching a movie. They were asking me, what are you doing?" "Oh, I'm watching a movie." Because as we said last week, if you could hear us, my girlfriends wouldn't know the difference between a game or a movie if it's on the screen. They wouldn't be able to tell, they just wouldn't know. But that's what I used to do because I saw it as you know, folk would look at me and say it's a sign of immaturity. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty, I think, a view that too many women have. And you say you did this poll on Facebook. Did you do that today?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the feedback you were getting from that?
Well, that was one of the feedbacks that I had gotten, that there was a little bit of resentment, when she would wake up and see that things hadn't been done because he was
Okay.
up playing the game, you
Okay.
know. Um or sometimes if um the money for computer upgrades, because he's more of a PC gamer,
Okay.
wasn't available, and that was one of the last things on the budget list, you know, then he may get a little, upset about it, which is
Hmm.
understandable, but you got to take care of home first. That's
Yeah.
just it, and the good thing about it is that they get through that, they
Yeah.
get through that. So it seems like she is understanding,
Hmm.
that he's a gamer, and understanding this is his time, to actually get on and play and let his mind, give his mind a break. Put
Yeah.
it that way, which
Yeah.
is a good thing.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a mind relaxer.
Yeah.
Unless you run into a game like Ori and the Blind Forest, or perhaps a Bloodborne,
Oh,
that makes you
Rainbow.
just want to throw your controller, and there is
Oh.
no relaxation in that.
Not at all.
No,
I
no.
know I've been rage quitting on Rainbow Six Siege.
You have?
Yes, I've been trying to get past trying to get past them darn, they supposed to be the classes to teach you how to play the game. And I haven't even gotten past the second one.
Oh, okay. I can't remember where I am. I haven't done that many myself.
I'm
I
pretty sure
haven't.
I'm pretty sure you passed me.
I have to check because I'm not, I'm not sure. But yeah, yeah. I like the fact that they did that though. I like that
Yeah.
that they implemented that. That was they also those that weren't maybe familiar with the gameplay. I think it
Yeah.
did help. It would help introduce you to it. I don't think you had ever played it. You didn't play the beta with us, did you?
For Rainbow Six?
Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you did? You were in the
Yeah.
beta?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
Okay.
why I fell in love with it. And
Okay.
then I got the game. And then I rage
Mm.
quit on the teacher lesson. I still like the game though. It's something about it. It just get your adrenaline going.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have to rage quit at times because if I
Yeah.
get too angry, I'm just, I'm not thinking clear and
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to complete the mission or the quest. I'm going to be missing loot or I'm going to
Oh
just be rushing through things because I just want to get through this, and so I have to. Or if there's a challenging area,
yeah. Hmm.
I'll if I'm upset while I'm gaming, I just have to stop and then just regroup and come back a few hours later or maybe a day later and regroup, and then I can see things in a whole new perspective. So that's usually how it works for me.
Yep. That
Yeah,
sounds like a plan. I need to adopt that a little bit more.
yeah, yeah. So I'm going to ask one last question in regards to our relationship series, and we want to kind of wrap up this segment. But I do have a question.
Hmm.
Do you think if couples, if in a marriage and in a relationship, do you think that it's easier if you both are gamers? Easier on the marriage, easier on the relationship, you do more together, you have the same perspective in gaming. If you're both gaming, husband, wife, mom and dad, girlfriend, boyfriend are into gaming, do you think that can be an enhancement?
From my perspective, I think it could. I really do. Because I can only speak necessarily for my household with both of us liking to play games. I think it's pretty good. I mean, because I'm not sitting like, man, he's taking forever, on this game, or, he taking too much time, or,
Mhm.
that type of thing. Or if I get on and I play a game, he may like to just sit and watch me play. And me the same way. Sometimes he like, well, come on, let's play together. I'm like, no, I just want to watch you play, and I'll tell you or how to guide you, through the game. And I think that works for us.
Yeah,
That really
yeah,
works for us.
yeah. Well, we don't want to run into a situation where both of you are gamers and neither one of you are washing your gluteus maximus. I mean,
Most
that
definitely not.
that would be hard.
You
That
cannot do that.
that would be horrible. I would not want to walk into that house. Could you imagine being the pizza delivery person and the
Oh
door
no.
opens in their household
Oh
where
no.
you have two non-washing their gluteus maximus gamers?
And look, and the smell hit you like this. We're like, oh no, what was that?
Oh my gosh, the funk. Oh wow. That was I don't even want to imagine the combination between male odor and female odor. Oh gosh.
No.
Ew.
They got to have on diapers. If
Mm.
if they getting up to take a break and go into the restroom and they can't smell their own self and know to go in there and just let me wash up real quick. Take a baby wipe or something to just wash your
Oh
underarms or something
no.
real quick, and then go
No.
back to the game. And then you'll be fine.
I haven't been that geeked up on gaming ever.
No.
Not that geeked up. And I have been geeked up. Skyrim had me geeked up, I will say. Destiny for a while had me geeked up.
Shoot,
Dragon Age Inquisition.
Tomb
You know,
Raider. That Tomb Raider
oh
had me
yes,
geeked up
Tomb Raider.
for a long time. Like I couldn't wait to get on. I mean, some of my shows was on, and I was like, man, what was it? Was it Empire? I think Empire was on. And I'm like, man, I really want to play Tomb Raider. As good as that show is, I was like, but I want to play
Mhm.
Tomb Raider.
So which one won out? Which one won?
Um, I started to play Tomb Raider. Is
Of
that
course you
bad?
did. You better. You better. All right.
I did.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's the gamer in you. We all have that inner gamer.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I love gaming. I so love gaming. I am so glad I'm a gamer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this has been fun to say the least. This is our second, well, actually, we should say our third broadcast.
Oh
And
yeah.
and it has not gone without its challenges. Okay. And I used to say that the gaming guys, when I'm gaming and I would run into issues, it seemed like I always ran into some type of hiccup in my gaming that no one else did. Now here I am. We're starting our gaming channel, and let's see, we had the robotic voice last
Oh,
week.
oh yeah.
Sounded like Transformers. Okay, we come in, our mics are sounding nice. Check 1, 2, and 3. All right, we
Yep.
do that. Everything's fine, and then we hear this the echo, or not the echo,
The lamb.
it was a delay, and I could
Mhm.
hear myself talking. Uh, could hear myself talking through my headset, and I had already completed the sentence.
Exactly. Same thing over
Okay,
here.
okay, and then we come back a third time. I accidentally tweaked the link.
This going in the books. This is gonna be written down in the books.
Wait a minute. When we have gentlemen joining the live cast.
I saw people's faces and I was like, I ain't know whether to say something or to be like,
Oh my gosh, this has been a well, I'll say it this way. With all
Interesting.
the technical mishaps, I am enjoying this.
Yes.
And I'm just going to stay with it, and we're going to grow our channel. We're going to grow this.
Yes.
At first I wanted to kind of do so much and have so much in place, and because I just wanted to be super professional and have all my ducks in a row and T's
Yes.
crossed and I's dotted. But then I said, you know what? Just go with it.
Just do
Just do it. Just be you. Have fun with it. And all those things that you want to do will fall into place.
most definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we leave, I just want to say to you, please go check out Psychology of Fanboyism. It's in our Enter the Gals Room section. Okay, we did create different sections now. So go check out that. That was KandiLand and My Sherelle, where we talk about fanboys and gals, and we try to get into the mindset of why people uh, choose to be fanboys. And I think we did talk about the differences between fans and fan gals and fanboys. So we do make that distinction.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned, yes, I did mention the Tales from the McLaren skit. Remember, it's acting, and please hit the subscribe button so we can grab our URL, or Earl, as I like to call it. You do remember? Didn't I think I called you and asked you.
Yes.
Because you're into IT, okay?
Yes.
And I said, have you ever heard the term? Someone used the term Earl when
Yes.
they're in regards to a web address, when you're typing inside the web address, and you said, yeah, you had. Well,
Yes.
it's come to my attention that some folk may not have known what I was talking about. So it's URL, and we are just shortening it for Earl. I don't know if that's a VA tech thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
But my tech team on my job used to do that and say that. So, but yeah, we will have our URL once we get to 100 subscribers, and it's just easier to market the channel that way once we have it.
So hit that subscribe button if you haven't.
Yes, and we're only, I think, 16 away from that.
Ooh.
So that's not too long. I have another podcast. Actually, I'll be joining in a few minutes. As soon as we wrap this up, I'll be podcasting with Basement. I believe it's Basement Arcade Radio with a Reese Gamer. And so I'll be doing that. So you want to check me out, MamaCita, on that. You can just kind of go over to his channel, and I'll be on with him in a few minutes. Thank you, KandiLand.
No problem.
Thank you, girlfriend.
Thank you.
I can't wait till we get our other gals in here.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't wait.
I want them. I really wanted them tonight, but it just fell through. There was scheduling conflicts, but they said they would be with us next week.
I'm looking for y'all.
Yes. All right. Well, we're going to wrap this up. This is MamaCita with Classy Gamma Gals and
KandiLand.
yes, peace and Axel Grease. Bye.